Hi, this is Nirmala Shekhar, a coach and a body talk practitioner from Singapore, and we are exploring a map of self-care. So far, we have looked at our emotional needs and our intellectual needs. And in this video, I'm going to do an overview of the entire intellectual needs discussion that has happened so far. The first discussion was on learning, looking at the 5 stages of learning through a needs cycle, which was very similar to the emotional needs cycle. We then went on to look at imagination as a tool for learning, as a way to enhance our learning. And when we don't use imagination regularly or for a long period of time, then it leads to not just intellectual stagnation, but feeling unfulfilled at an emotional level. The third video was on intuition. Intuition is normally considered to be something woo-woo or something spiritual or something energetic. But in this video, I'm looking at intuition as an intellectual process, as a way of gathering information and using that information as a nice blend of the left brain and the right brain, that is the rational mind and the intuitive mind. The fourth video was a discussion on silence. Silence is important for our intellectual growth, and it is very similar to fasting. We use fasting to give our digestive system a break so that it can function better. Similarly, we are using silence to give our intellectual system a break so that it can organize itself in a better way. What does silence help? Silence then helps reflection. Reflection which allows us to have insights and wisdom. Reflection is an extension of the entire thinking process. Because we have enough knowledge in our world, what we today need is insights and wisdom. And reflection through silence, through intuition, that process of reflection allows us to reach the wisdom that is within us. After reflection, we looked at teaching. We teach best what we most need to learn. We remember 10% of what we see and 95% of what we teach. The video on teaching looked at the Feynman technique and other examples of how we can use teaching to enhance our learning. The last video in this intellectual series talked about mental nutrition, how we can use our inputs from the senses, our thoughts, and our feelings to reprogram our inner landscape. We can harness the enormous power of the mind to bring about happiness and well-being by just focusing on the right nutrition. That, in short, was an overview of the entire intellectual needs. After this video, we shall start the third series, which is the series of our energetic needs. Being a body talk practitioner and using many energy medicine techniques, I'm really excited to share with you this series on our energetic needs. Thank you for joining me. This is Nirmala Shekhar. Bye-bye. Namaste. Do subscribe and hit the bell button for more weekly content on self-care. And if you want even more actionable content on self-care, do join me in the Facebook group for weekly lives, discussions, and more tips.